Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with the last day of load and the last day of 30 days of sketches. You would have thought yesterday would be the last day, but 30 days of sketches this time has become 31 because there are 31 days in the month. And we're not stopping a day early. So we've got this brilliant sketch by Jenn Gagne, otherwise known as Kay's mom, and it has a central photo, title, some journaling, and 4 clusters slightly off center in each case. It's on all 4 sides, and they look, fairly uniform. I'm probably going to have some uniform parts and some parts that are not so uniform. I'm going to mix it up. I'm using my October Scrap Backwards kit, which is kind of a fall themed kit. I pulled out all my fall supplies and chunked them into the holder and decided that I'd use a lot of these older supplies so that I can make room for some new ones in case I want to buy some next year. So I've been scrapping a lot all month with that kit, and I had some scraps. So I've taken these scraps and I've distressed them on all 4 sides because I don't know how they're going to be arranged. I have these photos and I have them slightly offset so they look a little like the paper layers behind the single photo in the sketch. And I'm working on white paper. What I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to do my splatters ahead of time and see how that works out. Now, the one color I have the least of, I have a few bits in my tray that have this kind of teal color. And I want to use it to offset the golds and the dark reds. So I'm going to use this salvaged patina distress oxide spray to do my splatters. And let's see, I want to do this one a little bit above center, this one a little bit below. Gosh, they're going all over. And this one's going to be a little over here. They're everywhere, and I love how they're going on. So they'll be a good backdrop, and they're for the clusters, even though they're not going to be as contained as the ones in the sketch. So I like the color, and I like how they went on. I like how liquidy that ink. I think that's the first time I've done splatters with the Distress Oxide spray. And I'm just going to go across like that to get it dry so that I can do the rest of the page. So I think I'm going to do the photo cluster, see if I can figure out a way. I think that might look nice, and it would somewhat minimize the darkness of the red. So, whoops, I got a splatter on the photo. Maybe that. I got a little too excited there because I got splatters over here too and up here. And I did that splattering ahead of time just to prevent such things. Let's see. Insert that right there. Maybe. And I'll put this kind of out there. So that way they're all the colors are represented, all the colors that are going to be in my clusters. I've made the little banner clusters out of these two colors. So I wanted them in this central cluster, but I didn't want them to be the main colors that you see. Okay, so given this, I'm just going to kind of start gluing. And then I can do some over in areas where it may not have stuck as well. Okay. So that's going to go in the center. And I kind of wanted to do a bit of a wreath. This background is blurred in the photo because of the way that I took the photo. I took it with a lens that gave me some depth of field, or a lens setting. And I want to put that there and maybe put this here and add this little squirrel. Baby Squirrel was her nickname, and she loves having squirrels on her pages. The load prompt was to scrap about someone who had accomplished something amazing. And for those of you who recognize Ava in the photo, you know that she's been through a lot. So she survived cancer and COVID, which she contracted before anyone knew what it was that she had. And she was on a ventilator, and we were called in to say our last goodbyes to her. And then when she got well, she had some socialization issues and wasn't the happiest kid in the world. And now she's still just outspoken, and what you see is what you get, but she's much more confident and happy, and has friends who kind of, love and accept her as she is. She's an amazing kid who has been through a lot of stuff. Okay, so that's my cluster, and it's kind of meant to tell you that this page is going to have all the colors. And I'm going to do it like that. There we go. I think vertically, like here and here, I have no problems with the placement of the clusters. I'm going to do this. These clusters are going to be kind of like that. And so I'm going to, excuse me. I'm going to put that a little more towards the center. Excuse me. Since I distressed the edges of those, I'm going to distress the outside edges of these. There will be some embellishments on them, so it's mostly the outsides that'll show. Okay, so that's going to go like that. Whoops. Let me get some glue on here and get that placed where I want it to be. Okay. And then we'll do the other one that's like that, kind of up at the top. These circles were cut for my Pink Fresh Friday layout last week. I'm gonna go here, maybe a little more this way. And I smeared some of the ink, and that's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it a whole lot. Let me do this again here and here. I don't have to place these things exactly because the embellishments are going to vary enough that it'll give you a little bit different look. So I'll put this one, no, I'll put this one up here and this one down here. I don't want too much, I don't want it interfering with this, so I'm going to put these guys up here and then just let these circles be down here. I'm thinking to myself here, and thinking and talking to myself mostly, but you'll get the you'll get the picture when I actually do what I'm doing. I have a few embellishments, stickers. I have a couple sticker sheets, and the ones that don't specifically look like Halloween or fall or whatever, I will include. Okay, there, that looks okay, I think. The fact that these were landscape photos and I doubled them up because I couldn't decide which one to use. This one probably would have been a good one to use by itself because it picks up on the gold there. Let's do this one up here. Let me distress this. So I'm repeating some of those fall colors, but I'm trying to bring in as much as I can that doesn't necessarily scream fall. It's okay. The photo may well have been taken in the fall, but it isn't the theme of the page. So I'm gonna go here. That's okay. Even if they're not staggered in exactly the same way, I think it'll give the interest that we're going for. And then I've got room for my title right there, which is going to be this. Just there, Ava is nothing if not genuine. Like I said, what you see is what you get. I was going to do something like genuine survivor or something like that, but I think genuine because she's genuine in every way. She wastes no time putting on any kind of airs or pretense. I've got, let me pull out, I've got 4 little baby squirrels. I have 4 kind of different looking flares. I've got a flower. I've got a couple of mushrooms. I have this that says all the colors, and I have this butterfly, and I have, let me see, I have this little squirrel sticker, which needs some foam behind it. And I may just go ahead and use it. Let's use it right up here where I can put it going across the red and onto the little circle there. That's kind of cute. There is a hedgehog eating an apple, and I'm saving that for Calvin Ball. Calvin Ball is just right around the corner next March, but who's counting? And I've got this pink floral little banner that I thought I might add to because of the direction that it goes. I thought I might add it in to this banner cluster. And let me put one of these guys, I'm going to bring this kind of blue-green color up there because it contrasts with the colors that we have there. And these little die-cut squirrels or punched squirrels were done for me by Suzanne Madison, and I just absolutely love them. I'm going to put this tape under here and glue that down a little bit better. That one was kind of curling up. And in order to add more of this color up there, I'm going to use this flare. Now that I've glued that down, I can't put the flare where I wanted it. And I'm just going to kind of layer it under all this other stuff. And that one is finished. The technique prompt for load was to layer your embellishments. And as we all know, that's kind of my thing. So I'm going to here use this flower and this red flare, kind of like that. So I'm going to put another piece, another bit of foam under here to lift it up. And I'm just building each of these just, you know, kind of separately and not trying to make them matchy-matchy, in other words. I want to use this white squirrel just right on top of the flower, but I want her to be on a little bit of foam. Can kind of bridge the flare and the flower. So there's going to be squirrels everywhere. Okay, down here, I'm going to add some more of that teal blue color with this butterfly, And that would probably look good with this yellow flare. And maybe this this squirrel, which I'm just going to put down directly on here, kind of going a different direction. I will put this down, and then I'm hoping that the stuff I chose that's left actually looks decent together. And I've got this little thing that says all the colors, and I'm going to put this in this photo block. It'll stand out because it's yellow on top of purple, which is its opposite on the color wheel. Okay, so for there I have this flare, which I'm going to just kind of put down right there. And I've got this little, this and all the colors were cut from a paper snips sheet from, let's see, let me get this here. I'll put that right there. It's from Bramble Fox, and I will show you in a minute. Their paper snips are just little fussy cuttable images and words, and I've used all of these recently. Those are some of their recent ones. This one is a summary one that I'm going to include in my next kit because I'm going to have a lot of summary papers. I always like to do summer layouts when it turns wintry, because I hate winter. I mean, I hate it. I hate fall because it means winter's coming, and I hate winter because it's not summer. I'm gonna put that there, and I think ice cream cones are always a nice image for a layout with a kid in it. I'm going to put this little squirrel right here, kind of overlapping there. And then let's go see if I have anything else that can work on here. I had another sticker sheet, and I'm not seeing it right now. My other sticker sheet had a couple little things that might have worked. Let's see. I've got one thing, I've got this thing that says Crisp Days of Fall, and it has a banner-like end. And I'm going to just stick it in so that we can't see the words. I'm going to put it in right there so that you can see that it's you can see the banner colors. It just adding color there. And I'm wondering where that other sticker sheet is. There was a little blue thing, but this is blue, and it's not a specifically fall image, so I may use it here as well. Maybe right in there. Or right in there. That works. Okay. And is that the end of that? That is not the end of that. But I have another little banner end here that has a pumpkin on it. And that is a fall image that I kind of wanted to avoid, but I can replace that with something else. Let me cut the end off here. I can cover that pumpkin with a heart. So let me get it right here. And let me pull out my hearts. See what we have. Okay, and I have a blue one. I was hoping I might have a teal colored one, but all of these are just blue. That's kind of a blue we don't have in there. This lighter blue we do. Or we could, it's closer to the splatters, for example. I'm not having luck controlling my tweezers. Okay, I've got to get rid of all of that. And put a little bit of glue here. And it's not going to completely cover it. But it'll look like there's a little leaf coming up from it. And that's okay with me. Let's see. I've got this little XO that I think would be cute. In there, and kind of add in some of the pink that we're seeing in like that flower and this flower cluster. And so I'm just gonna kind of go down here. Let me maybe put it on top of there, or just right here, or where do I want it? See, now that I've got it, maybe right there. Okay, and I think I'm going to call that done. I have really enjoyed doing layouts every day for 30 days and for load, and I'm really, really just humbled by all the support and kind words I've heard from all of you. So I'm gonna switch more to a normal mode for November, and then maybe November and December, and then I'll kind of prepare in January, and load comes back in February. So I'll try to do load every day in February. So that may be my next everyday kind of video schedule. So right now, let's see what we have. I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to journal down here about you've survived cancer and COVID and come out of hoodies and frown phase to be the strong, beautiful baby squirrel we always knew you were. And I have no idea when that photo was taken. It was probably 2012, 2013, I'm going to say, because she has her little kitchen set up right there. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to do this is the last I'm going to use of my October Scrap Backwards kit, and this is my weekly Scrap Backwards layout, as well as my load layout and my 30 days of sketches layout. And I'm going to reveal my November kit on tomorrow on November 1st, and then I'll be scrapping with it once a week. And I'll be doing we'll be doing, I'm going to try to do all 12 of the 12 days of autumn scrap lifts at Scrap Squad, but I won't be doing them in order on those days. I'll be doing 1 through 4 on the Thursdays with Shannon for our Challenge Accepted series, and I'll be doing the others kind of combining them with other challenges that I do. Like I'll take the recipe for Mixed Media Mayhem on a Friday, and I'll take one of their lifts and I'll use the recipe and do their lift at the same time. So we'll see how that works out. And in the meantime, thank you again for all your support during October, and I hope to see you throughout the rest of the year. Bye.